I mean, you have to sacrifice a lot of things to be here. People think living in the mountains, it's so romantic, and it is romantic, but you give up a lot of things too, but it's worth it.
Bravery in the face of uncertainty. Good job. If you want to study snow, Silverton is the place.
My name is Ashley Klassen. I work here at the Avalanche School. Besides that, I work overall as an instructor. I teach wilderness medicine as well, like wilderness first responder courses, first aid, CPR. I work as a guide year-round. So I just love to work outside as much as possible and teach people things that I'm passionate about. When I first graduated high school, even as I got to college, I knew that I just wanted to work outside, whatever that may be. And I did really start from not knowing very much. Growing up in Kansas, I had a few opportunities to go into the mountains, which was always a driver for returning to the mountains later on after I graduated high school. I didn't leave college with a lot of experience in the backcountry or with a lot of different outdoor sports. So it took a lot of time for me to get to where I am now. I think part of the reason that I love being in the outdoor industry is it does force you to continue to learn all the time. I love that being outside really pushes me to my limits sometimes, and I want to know where that limit is. I finally got to a point where maybe I could think about teaching other people some of the things that I'd learned, and I was really lucky to be surrounded by a lot of really good friends who are also mentors to me. There's a lot of reasons that the mountains are important to me. I think one of the most foundational reasons is that it's a lot of fun. Running around on trails and riding my bike and feeling like a superhero racing down the mountain. I went through a series of injuries and surgeries and was kind of out for a couple of years. I was guiding on the Via Ferrata. I dislocated my kneecap while I was guiding that. Yeah, I was on a ledge like this wide with my kneecap out of place. Luckily I was clipped in so I couldn't fall, and I was like also just turning 30. So I was like, ugh, what a blow. Celebrating my 30th birthday and I'm like on the phone with the surgeon and he's like, we're gonna have to do a lot here. And I was like, damn it. I developed a sort of like a love-hate relationship with the mountains where it still felt like home, but also I was kind of mad that I couldn't be out there. And then I realized, well, there's other ways to be outside. You don't always have to be doing something that's gravity fed. It's actually kind of cool to like slow down and walk through the forest at a much slower pace and just look at things. I love the smells in the summertime, walking through the trees. I love the way the wind sounds coming around the forest. You can hear it up on the ridges before it hits your face. I love that it's such an incredible way to get out with your friends, to spend time with other people. It's such an authentic way to spend time with other people. And we have such great talks outside. It just opens you up, I think. It always makes me laugh a little bit when people are like, you must be so used to looking at this. It doesn't even astound you anymore. And I'm like, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard. The more I get to know a place, the more beautiful it becomes. It's funny when I try to think of like what I've done that I'm the most proud of, probably just being where I am right now, I'm pretty proud of. But then it's also like every time I climb one more rung on the ladder, I'm like, what's next? What's up higher? So I always feel this like level of discontent. So I am really proud of myself for everything that I've done over the last 10 years since I moved to the San Juans. I always want to get better at snowboarding. Like, I feel like even though I'm in my 30s, I could still get better. Why not, right? I love to be an educator because I love sharing what I'm passionate about with other people. And I feel really lucky that the topics that I teach, people take the courses because they're genuinely interested in learning more. And that also reminds me of what it's like to be at the beginning of your journey of learning about these things. You know, we all started from the beginning. We all still have a lot to learn. I can still very vividly remember the first time I went skinning, and it was kind of a nightmare. I think it's good to stay connected with those moments for myself, because then I can empathize with people when they're struggling. It's okay to be a beginner, you know, it'll get better, and you just have to have a good attitude about it. So I think we're all a little bit too comfortable nowadays. We have a lot of luxuries. And then when something doesn't go quite as planned, it could be the end of the world if you're not used to things just not going well. I think there's a lot of lessons for all of us to learn by getting out of our comfort zone. And the more that we push ourselves out of our comfort zone, I think the better we all are as humans. Being too comfortable just isn't good for anyone, I don't think.